Dear friends, I salute each and every one. Dear friends, I salute each and every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. I salute you all, dear friends, lovers of freedom. I say, may Elohim continue to bless you wherever you are. It is another day that Elohim has given to us, that we will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm here today. I want us to discuss on this topic that I titled, What Interests You in Nigeria of Today? What interests you in Nigeria of today? It is a question that anybody that wishes to answer it can come in to this live program and answer. What interests you today in the Nigeria that you have today? Our targeted audience today is mainly those that are well-meaning Nigerians, those that said that they are well-meaning Nigerians. That will be our targeted audience today, to know what that really interests them in this Nigeria. Is it the killings that is your interest? Or is it the backwardness that is your interest? Or is it the suffering of the people that is your interest? Or is it a country that have been in existence for 60 something years of independence and up to now does not have anything to show for it? So we just want to know what interests you in the Nigeria of today. What is your interest? I want anybody that is free, you can click on the link. The link is out there. You can click on the link and you come into the studio. Let's discuss what is your interest. Because everything about a country is all about interest. It's all about interest, interest of its citizens, interest of its people, their whereabouts, the way to progress the country, the way to move it forward, because the government is the government of the people and for the people and by the people. But when this government has gone out of being the government of the people, for the people and by the people, it becomes something entirely different. And what we see today is no longer government of the people. This is a government of some certain people that are running the country and the economy very dry. And what is your own take as a citizen, as somebody that said you are women in Nigeria? Why I came up this afternoon is what Baja Biamila is saying, spitting everywhere and telling you that the media is the menace that the Nigerian state is suffering today. But the truth is that the media is not the menace. The menace is Nigerian state on itself. The media is what that have been used to tell the international community what Nigeria represent. What Nigeria represent. So if you are not speaking the truth about this evil entity, then you are not doing yourself a good service. It's high time that everyone will rise up and begin to speak on this issue. It's not the time that you need to keep quiet. Please, Biafrans, as you come in, share the program, like it, subscribe if you've not, click on the notification button so that whenever we're live, you will be forced to be notified that we're live. What am I saying? You have lived in this country, maybe you are 30 years of age today, maybe you are 50 years of age today, maybe you are even 70. Some are the age of 17, some are the age of 18. I want you to do one experiment. And that experiment is, if you're living outside the zone, what you will do is call 18 years old child, 18 years old boy or girl that is around you, ask him or her, what have you benefited in the government of the country you are in? And you will listen to the response he or she will give to you. And you will also call, or you put a call through to Nigeria if you're not currently in the zone. You can put a call through and ask 18-year-old girl or boy. Ask him or her, what have you benefited in Nigeria as a state? And whatever answer these two individuals gave to you, as a human being that you are, as somebody that can reason very well that you are, just ponder on the two answers. Because anybody that you ask outside the contraption, maybe you are in the United States and they call a United States citizen to ask him or her, what have you benefited in the United States as a citizen? He will mention a lot of things that you cannot even imagine. Are you as a woman in Nigeria? He will mention to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 50 or even 100 that he stands to benefit as a citizen of the United States. But if you call those that say we are well-meaning Nigerians, if you call them and ask them, what do you stand to gain? What have you gained as a Nigerian? It will tell you, to be honest with you, I have never gained anything since I was born. I don't even know that I'm a citizen of a particular country. And that is the truth, because we are all witness to that very fact. That you as a Nigerian, you have nothing that shows that you are a citizen. You are a slave in your land. Because the same way other countries will treat their slave is the same way you are being treated. It doesn't matter what the consequences is. And I want each and every one of you to join force together for you to have a home that you and your children can be proud of. If by today you have Oduduwa Republic, and you have Arewa Republic, and you have Biafra Nation, you will not be suffering the things that you're suffering today. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. It's a friend of mine. So, my people, we the Biafrans have chosen that the only thing that we are going for is a total separation from the entity called Nigeria that have kept us down for ages, that made it impossible that today you will graduate and you will have no job to show for it. You even have a talent, you have developed yourself. You were not depending on the government to develop you or depending on the system of the government to develop you. You have developed yourself. But at the same time, you don't have the maximum support you should get as a citizen of a country. That is why I'm asking each and every one of us today, more especially you that are women in Nigeria. You might say, oh, I'm a professor. You might say, oh, I'm a doctorate degree holder. You might say, I am this, I am that. But I want to ask you, what is your interest in Nigeria? In this creation of the British, what is your interest? Because those that I have seen that are dying hard to protect the territory that the British has conquered are those that are helping to make sure that the people remain on the ground floor, that they will never rise to the occasion. Those that are preaching to them to remain where they are, that are preaching to them when you are beaten, give them the other ear or the other cheek for them to slap you also. Those never do well people that have run down the country, run down the system, that doesn't want to care if you are going up or you're going down, it's none of their business. The only thing that interests them is that their children are living large today. And I want to ask, is this the type of life you want to continue living? Every day you will keep on hearing bad news. People are not being killed, people are being disappeared, people are being massacred, houses are being destroyed, homes, people are being displaced in their homes and replaced with foreign invaders. And when you're asked, what is your interest in Nigeria? You cannot give one single example or one single thing that you will say, this is your interest in Nigeria. You will be the one to state the problems you've been facing in Nigeria, state whatever you claim that is the problem of Nigeria. But when you're being asked, what do you think is the solution to all these things? You don't have solutions to it. And those that actually have solutions to this problem, when they tell you this is the solution to this problem that you've been complaining about, the only thing you have to do is just to click on votes for Biafra self-referendum. Support those that are championing the cause to give you a better life and a better Africa as a nation. When you're being given the step-by-step template for your complaint and your agony to end, you will still be the one fighting against the same template that someone that have seen very clear this your problem and have the antidote for it. You will be the one fighting that person. But the question still remains, What is your interest in Nigeria? What interests you in Nigeria? The US is doing whatever it's doing now, making sure that everywhere they go, they benefit from the mineral, directly from the mineral resources of that country. Anywhere they go, they make sure they benefit directly from the mineral resources of that country. But you that are not benefiting anything, rather your own is being looted out to other nations. British is today championing for their lawyers to come and start practicing in Nigeria. It's not to better your life. It's not for justice to be served. It's not for anything good to happen. No. But the only thing they wanted is to make sure that their hegemony on you continued unabated. They want this system that they have created that is favoring them for many decades now. They want it to continue unabated. They want to hand it over to their children and their children children. They want to hand you over to their children and their children children as their conquered territory, as the nation that they themselves created, as a puppy that they themselves give a name. And you as a people are not understanding it. Even with the things that you're seeing unveiling itself on daily basis in the so-called Nigeria that you love so much. People blame the symptom of the sickness and not the sickness itself. If you want to channel your anger, if you want to accuse anybody, accuse the country that you find yourself in. That is the only way forward. Other people that are benefiting from it are benefiting as a result of the way the system is being structured. Nigeria is structured to benefit only criminals. So once you're not a criminal, Nigeria cannot benefit you. So the more you wait and keep on hoping that perhaps that Nigeria will someday turn to be the hub of Africa, it is never going to happen. If you continue to wait and think that perhaps that one day you will begin to have a steady electricity in this Nigeria, it will never happen. If you're still nursing that notion that one day you begin to have a steady pump on water here in Nigeria, you will be living in denial. You are living in a dream world. If you are still among those that are hoping that one day you will have a medical facilities that you will no longer need to travel abroad for anything that you are suffering, and it will be taken care of under this same umbrella, Nigeria, you are a joker. The only thing that will save you is the separation of Nigerian states. That is the only thing that will save you. The only thing that will save you is to disintegrate Nigeria. That is the only way forward. Every other thing is not visible. Whatever again that you are looking for in Nigeria is not visible. The only thing that is visible is the disintegration of Nigeria. And today, those that you think that is running the affairs of Nigeria are helping to disintegrate it. They are working seriously to make sure that Nigeria is disintegrated. But it's only you that is still having that notion that Nigeria is. Of over the years. That your wonderful nation where you will come, you have electricity, you have security, and what have you. If you are still believing and hoping that Nigeria will give you all that, you will wait till eternity come and it will never happen. The only time you have is now, and the only opportunity you have is Biafra. And the only good life you're ever going to have is still Biafra. The only thing that will give you the sense of belonging, that will protect your own interest, is freedom. If you don't have freedom, nobody is coming to protect your interest. Nobody will ever protect your interest. Every person that will come to protect his or her own interest. It's only when you have your own freedom. That is when those that are going to work will know that they are working for you, that they are not working for themselves. But the system you have today, you have a system of people that are being recycled in it are all working for themselves. They are not working for you. It doesn't matter how you put it, it doesn't matter how you do it, it doesn't matter how you want to see it. The fact still remains that nobody is working for you under the system of Nigeria. Nobody is working for you. The only place people will work for you and work for your interest is in your own nation. And how do you achieve this nation? By standing up and say, enough is enough. That what you want as a Yoruba person is to do the one nation. That is the only place your interest will be protected. That what you want today as Hausa or Middle Beltan is your own nation. That is the only place your interest will be protected. That what you want today is a Biafran as a Biafran person. That is the only thing that will protect your interest. But if you're still hanging on the shadow of one Nigeria, you will wait till eternity come and nothing is going to change, nothing will happen. Because the only thing they want from you is to make sure that you continue in your suffering. The same way that you are adjusting now, a bag of rice is 100,000. A liter of oil is almost 700 naira. A liter of fuel is almost 700. Then a kilo of a cooking gas is about 1,200 naira today. And in all these things, they will keep on telling you to keep on adjusting. Then I want to ask you, where is your lasting limit? What is your lasting limit? Do you have a lasting limit at all? I'm asking those that believe in one Nigeria and helping the imperialists to continue their hegemony over the indigenous people. Do you have a lasting limit? Where will they push you to? Then you will say you have been pushed to wall. It's only in Nigeria you see people that no matter how much you push them, you can never push them to the wall because they don't have any wall behind them. They don't have any wall behind them. That's why it doesn't matter how they would keep telling you that they will keep on patching. What is there to patch? You don't even have anything to patch anymore because the things that you're supposed to be patching have all been taken away from you. So what do you want to continue patching? You want to continue the patching of a system that doesn't care if you live or you die. You want to continue patching a system that is directly sponsoring those that have come to make sure that you leave your ancestral land. What is your take in Nigeria? What is your interest? My interest is in Biafra. My interest is in Biafra because it's only in Biafra Republic government in exile, and the de facto government in homeland. That is the only government that is protecting my interest today. Every other government, I don't know them. And the same thing should be applicable to you that want to make it alive from this place. Go for the government that will protect your interest. If you continue in this manner, one day you will join those that have been forgotten. One day you will join those that have been forgotten. But I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be one of those. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. What interests you in Nigeria? What interests you? Is it the criminality? Because there are people that the criminality of Nigeria interests, the porosity of Nigeria interests them, because Nigeria is where you steal, you do all manner of things, and you made away with it. There's no accountability. Nobody will hold you responsible for anything. And the question still remains, what interests you in Nigeria? Many will not be able to answer this question. If you can answer this question, I think the link the link is on the comment section, or somebody should comment if you are seeing the link, so that you come in and tell us what interests you in Nigeria. Why do you want Nigeria to continue their hegemony over the people? Tell us, why do you want Nigeria to continue the way it is now? Why do you want the system of Nigeria to continue the way it is now? Why do you want it to continue the way it is now? Is it because you love the way people are suffering? Or is it because you love the complaint of the people, the way they are complaining? You love it. You love it so much, the way the people are complaining. They complain about this, they complain about that. It is none of your business. So long as you have your uncle there, or you have your brother there, that at the end of the day, it gives you one thing or the other, you are okay with the system. What about those that are losing their lives on daily basis? Not only in accident, because there's no good road, not only in heart attacks and other deadly diseases, because you don't have medical facilities that will take care of them. What interests you in Nigeria? We are going to end this live broadcast in the next 2 minutes. I just want us to be here for like 30 minutes and we'll call it a day. But I feel like just coming to ask our people, what interests you in Nigeria? Please, as you come, as you are here, click the like button, share the program, and click on the subscribe button and click the notification button for you to be notified whenever we are live. I will be ending the program here, but I want to give you this takeaway home. What is your interest in Nigeria? What is your interest in Nigeria? If you ask me what is my interest in Biafra, I have countless number of things to tell you. My interest in Biafra is, number one, the protection of life and my property. That the Biafran government will protect my life and my property and my loved ones. That the government of Biafra is going to give me social amenities. That the government of Biafra will give me hospitals. That the government of Biafra will give me schools for my children. that the government of Biafra will build roads because we have everything it takes to do so. That the government of Biafra will be the government of the people without the influence of the Western imperialists. And many more are the things that interest me in Biafra freedom. So you that is a one Nigerianist, tell us what is your interest in Nigeria. You can write it on the comment section. You can come up here, but the time will not permit us because I'll be stopping this live broadcast now. But ponder on this. What is your interest in Nigeria? See you some other time soon. May God continue to bless you. We, the Biafrans, are going home, and we are doing everything humanly possible to achieve this very fact. God bless you so much, and remain blessed.